I've tried to film this like 5 or 6 times now, and finally it's complete and my look is done and it's here, and I'm so excited, you guys, for my February look of the month Chat Get Ready With Me life update. Hopefully it makes sense. Hopefully it's not a rambling, incoherent mess. And thank you guys so much, guys, for having patience with me and waiting for this one to come out. And I hope you enjoy it. And if you do, and you want to see more, please subscribe, hit like, and definitely before we get into it, thank you guys. Thank you for subscribing and for being patient, and I love you all. So, without further ado, let's create our February look of the month. All right, so let's get ready together. Finally, I'm so excited to actually sit down and do this video because it has been so long, and the last 2 months have been insane, and I probably won't even be able to cover everything that's gone on over the course of me doing makeup, but I'll give it a go. I'm sorry if I ramble a lot. It has been a very busy week and my brain's a little blah. And like I said in the introduction, I've tried to film this a few times, but it's okay because I'm here finally. I have my eyebrows done. I have primer on my eyes. We're ready. So, whew, you guys, it's already February. I'm really sorry again that the January look of the month didn't happen. I had a bunch of stuff planned and it just didn't happen. Oh gosh, Christmas, I think was the last time I was telling you guys about like hoping to not have a terrible time home for traveling. That did not happen. The return journey was fine, but the journey to my parents' house in Ontario from BC was a nightmare, and just, it was terrible. Like, we had many canceled flights. We basically, like, we were supposed to leave on an overnight flight, an evening flight, and it got canceled because of Vancouver, of all places, had bad weather. Vancouver. It was fine here in the north. It was fine in the snow belt where my parents live, but Vancouver had bad weather. And our flight got canceled. And so we were supposed to leave the next morning, and then we get to the airport, it's like 10:40, we stayed overnight in a hotel because we live 2 hours from the airport, so it's not as though we can easily just sort of go home and be done with it. And then, so we stay in the hotel, we check into the hotel, we're like, yeah, we're going to leave in the morning, this is going to be great. We get to the airport, we're all checked in, and remember, we fly with our dog, so we were trying to get ready with our dog, and that was a whole big thing. Excuse me for a minute. That was a whole big thing. And so finally we get to the airport, we check our luggage in, we're like, yeah, we're going to get back. It's only going to be 24 hours, or like 8 hours than we were supposed to be. This is going to be great. And we are sitting in the little cafeteria at the airport, and they're like, sorry guys, this plane's been delayed. It went back to Vancouver because of mechanical issues, so we don't know what's going on. Come get your bags. Which, if you've ever flown, if they ask you to get your bags, that it sucks. Like, stuff is not going to be good. So they asked us to get our bags, and, we got our bags. We're like, all right, what's happening? They're like, well, we're just going to give you your bags back because we don't really know when the plane's going to leave now. It's probably going to be noon, but we don't know. And we're like, whatever. So we said to them, like, should we stay at the airport? Because, like, we had our dog in her little carrier, right? And, you can't really take them out and let them walk around at the airport. And they were like, no, like, go to town. Don't worry about it. Like, obviously, we'll email you or we'll call you when we know what's going on. So we leave the airport with our bags and our dog, and we're roaming around town because, like, we don't have a house, right? Because we live 2 hours away, so we're just, like, roaming around town. We've checked out our hotel at this point. Then we were supposed to leave at noon. They said, okay, the flight's just going to be delayed 2 hours, not a big deal. We would have missed our connecting flight, but at least we would have been in Vancouver. And they're like, okay, so that it was gonna happen. And then it was gonna be 2 o'clock, and we're like, all right, so how are we gonna get to Toronto? And they're like, oh, well, they'll figure that out when you get to Vancouver. We're just trying to get you guys to Vancouver right now. And I'm like, okay. So this has been because of weather and mechanical issues at this point. And then they're like, all right, I get another email, like probably just around noon, saying, oh, okay, you're on the 7 o'clock flight. So this is now like 24 hours after we were supposed to leave. We've been in town this whole time. We're super tired. Like, we're frustrated. My husband doesn't like flying, so like the worst part for him is the waiting. So this was like hours and hours of waiting. So finally we're like, okay, are we actually going to leave on this 7 o'clock flight? Like, have other flights been canceled for weather? And they're like, no, so far everything's been okay today. Like, obviously that issue was ours this morning. They gave us a travel credit, a tiny like $200 travel credit, which didn't even cover like the hotel and all the other shit that was going on, but whatever. And I said, okay, well, fine then. Like, all right, we'll leave at 7. 7 o'clock flight is delayed till, or 7:20 flight, it was delayed till 8 o'clock. And I'm like, all right, that's not a big deal. It's only 40 minutes. Our connecting flight was supposed to be at 11:30 at night. So we're like, as long as we get to Toronto for 11:30, we'll be fine, right? Delayed until 8:45. I'm like, all right. 9:10, 9:15, 9:30. So we finally got out at like 9:30. Everyone who had a 10:30 flight to Toronto missed it. We got there with 5 minutes to spare for our 11 o'clock flight, and we finally got into Pearson Airport like 26 hours later than we were supposed to. So like, this was an insane start to Christmas. Like, clearly we're like, are you fucking kidding me? And then all of this because Vancouver got 7 centimeters of snow. 7. Because apparently they don't have the equipment that you need to get rid of snow, because it's Vancouver and they don't get a lot of snow, and they're not actually Canadian, I swear to God. No, they are. That's harsh. But anyway, it was the longest ridiculous delay ever, and it was terrible, and it was stressful. So that's like how we started our Christmas holidays. And it didn't get much better. Things continued to be stressful for various reasons. The weather wasn't great when we got back. Like, it was fine when my dad picked us up at the airport, but then of course they got all this snow, so there was like days and days of snow when we're down there. We're like trying to travel between like the 2 major cities where my family live and my husband's family live. It was our first time back since the wedding, so it was a little crazy because like for the first time we didn't have any wedding stuff to do. And just like generally, it was just, yeah, it was insane. I have a family member right now that's dealing with some pretty serious health issues, so we were trying to be as helpful as we could in that situation, not only for my family member who's experiencing the issues, but also for the support that, you know, my other family is providing. Generally, it was an amazing holiday. We got to see all of our friends, all of our family. It was wonderful, but it was crazy stressful. Work has been very busy, so being away for 2 weeks was hard, even around the Christmas holidays, because I've got this like looming deadline of March for this exhibit that we're co-curating at the Museum of Anthropology. So yeah, like, it was a great holiday, and I hope everyone else had a good holiday too. But the 2-week disruption sort of knocked me off of my routine, and to be honest, I'm still not even really back into it. Like, I'm just sort of feeling a little bit normal now after several weeks of playing catch up. Several weeks, oh god, it's been almost 2 months at this point, right? Like, so I traveled. That happened. It was great. No, it was good to see family, but yeah, like sometimes traveling from the north in the winter is just an exercise in futility, I swear. Like, it's difficult. It's not the most fun. But, you know, we do what we gotta do. I think most of you guys are telling me you had good holidays, which is good. I hope everyone had a good holiday season and a good New Year. It was nice, actually, for New Year's. My sister and her husband, so my brother-in-law, and my parents and one of my dad's like best friends. I've known him since I was like a baby. Like he's basically a second dad. He was at my wedding and all that great stuff. Came over so he could see us. And we all just like played fun games and drinking games without the drinking and just had a really chill New Year's with each other. And it was kind of nice because we were all running around like crazy for Christmas. So it was nice to still be down there for New Year's, but also be just chilling out and having a good time. Yeah, like my sister especially, it was nice to see her because I don't get to talk to her as much as I want to because we're all super busy all the time. So yeah, she sold me on a SodaStream, so I used to make fun of SodaStream. I used to make fun of people who owned SodaStream. I was always like, oh my god, are you, like, seriously, just buy sparkling water. Anyway, she showed me the wonders of SodaStream, and now I own one. I literally bought one the week I got back, and I love tonic water, sparkling water, but I never used to buy it because it would always go flat like the day after I opened it. And anyway, now it doesn't because I have a SodaStream and I love my SodaStream. So you'll have to ignore my weird like quasi love. I'll probably talk about it a lot. It's so good. But yeah, so I had it till New Year's, which was nice. Gave the hubby a good old kiss on New Year's. It was obviously our first Christmas and New Year's as husband and wife, so, you know, that was amazing to be able to spend that time together with our families after the wedding without the insanity of preparing for the wedding and all that great stuff. Yeah, like it was a good New Year's. I hope you guys had a good New Year's. Okay, so that's the insanity of my flight home for Christmas. That's a little bit about New Year's. I'm trying to like think of all the stuff that I want to sort of update you guys on because it's been so long since I actually got a chance to sit down and do this. So again, I'm going to be rambly. I hope you guys forgive that, but that's okay. At least we're filming this. It's going to be up on the channel. It's great. It's happening, yeah. We're back to routine. Sorry, sometimes your eyeshadow is just like, I'm gonna do what I want, bitch. Don't ever blow on your brushes, it's unsanitary. Ignore that I did that. It looks okay on camera, but it's giving me a bit of a... Oh, here we go, good enough. You'll see that I used one of my favorite palettes, the Tarte face shaping palette, the Clay Play face shaping palette. This is sort of my go-to when I do a neutral eye. I really love how their Amazonian clay eyeshadows blend, and you know, like when you're doing different brown tones basically, you don't want something that is going to get muddy, and these ones don't. So as you can see, I finished up my eyes relatively quickly, I know, because I had a bit more of an editorial look in mind this month, but I actually decided to scale it down a little bit and make it a little bit more approachable. I really shine the scarf, so I'm keeping my eyes really neutral, and we're going to do something fun with the lips. But I think what I'm going to do is just go finish up my eyeliner and my mascara off camera, and then I will be right back and we'll continue. And I've got through Christmas, I've got through New Year's. Let's talk a little bit about January. Anyway, I'll be right back. All right, eyes are done. I actually, instead of using regular eyeliner, because my eyes are super neutral, I wanted to add a bit of sparkle. So I used my Stila Magnificent Metals in Make It Midnight. So it's like a black liquid eyeshadow, but it's got glitter. So I'll zoom you guys in so you can see my eyes because they're all done, and I'm super happy with them. So you can see we've done a really nice neutral matte eye, and you get that lovely pop of glitter, which is fantastic. And I obviously don't have lashes on, as per usual. I gave myself a really in-depth facial yesterday, so I'm feeling a little bit more hydrated because my skin was all dry. And I prepped because my skin has been really dry lately, I sprayed some Max Fix Plus, and then I put on some Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. I'm going to be using this foundation. Guys, I am gagging for this foundation. It's been going around YouTube a bunch, but I picked it up because I used to like their old formula, and I was really excited that it was coming back. So this is the Maybelline up to 24-hour foundation, like Maybelline Superstay or whatever. Yeah, Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage. This is the shade 112 Natural Ivory, which I think is the second to lightest shade. Unlike the FitMe line, this one's only in 16 shades. I think the FitMe line is in 40 shades. But it is so full coverage, so comfortable, lasts so well, and there's a pump. Drugstore foundation with a freaking pump. Ah, it's so fantastic. So I have just been, this foundation's been my life. I've been seriously enjoying this foundation. So we're going to go ahead and put this foundation on. Yeah, so Christmas was crazy. And then we got back from Christmas and it was also insane. So typically my museum is closed for the season, in the sense that like we're still there, we're still working on stuff, but operationally we're we're not open. So January is usually pretty calm, but this year the Niska calendar starts with Halapija, which is the Niska New Year, celebrates the arrival of the Ulakan and the beginning of the harvesting cycle, and it's an awesome 2-day sort of fun party, awesome time. And this year it is in our community. So we have 4 communities up here in the NAS, and they cycle through each community every year. So this year it's in our community, which means the museum has to be open. We've got a lot of stuff going on. So I repatriated and or activated a custody agreement with the Canadian Museum of History. So we're getting in some new artifacts. So that's happening. We're getting new touchscreen kiosks, which we've been trying to get forever, but we got a grant for last year. So those are coming in. So generally, things are crazy, way more intense than they normally are for us this time of year. And then I also am, of course, co-curating an exhibit at the Museum of Anthropology, which is opening in March. So things have been insane. The work has not stopped. Every time I've tried to sit down to film this video, either I'm so tired that it comes out as an incoherent ramble, or I get home too late and it's too dark and I don't have time to sit down when there's still some natural light, because even with my light you still need some natural light. I can't film in pitch dark night. Just generally it hasn't stopped, and I need it to, because I think, I don't know if you guys feel this way, but sometimes around this time of year, I just get really done with the gray and winter and with all of the things that are happening outside that are gray and wintry, and I just want some spring, and it's just been a little like mentally a lot the last couple of months. So weeks rather. So you'll have to forgive me again for not being able to keep up with my content as I want to. But hopefully now that, things are starting to settle down for Halapija and everything, things will get a little crazy, or a little better, a little less crazy. I do know that the next couple weeks I won't be able to put out as much as I'd want, in the sense that like I have archived footage for you guys, but I'm not going to be doing a lot of filming because Halapija is literally next weekend, or not next weekend, the weekend after next. So, there's all the stuff to get ready for the museum, and for the first time in the 2 years since I've been here, I've joined the cultural dancers. So I'm going to be performing with the cultural dancers, which is going to be so much fun, but it's also nerve-wracking because I don't sing very well at all. I'm a good musician. I played instruments all through high school, and I actually almost went to school for music instead of archaeology, but I don't sing. So it's a bit of a stepping outside my comfort zone, but of course it's most evenings as well, so my evenings have been full of that, plus work and all that great stuff. So I'm looking forward to the spring, because a lot of this will calm down. Seriously guys, this foundation, right? The finish is beautiful. It's so full coverage. Like, I need pretty much no concealer. I'm going to put some under my eyes, and I'm going to powder my face. and just kind of finish the base off camera, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do my contour and my blush and my highlight and all that great stuff. So I will be right back. Alright, base is done. I just put some concealer and finished off with some loose powder and smoked out my lower lash line. So we're all good to go. We're going to do some contouring today. So I picked up a bunch of new makeup at Christmas, including the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, which I have just been living for. I usually have done cream contour in the past. I haven't really dabbled much with powder contour. I wish I had done years ago. Obviously I have oily skin, combination skin, but the powder contours last a lot longer. I think they look better. They're less hassle than the cream contour. If you don't have super dry skin, which I'd recommend cream products, and you have the money to invest in this, especially her new ones, because she's changed the packaging, right? Like, it's the nice plastic now, it's not the cardboard anymore, and of course all of the powders are refillable, right? So once you run out, you can just go and grab some more. One of the reasons why I grabbed a bunch of new makeup over Christmas was because my birthday is also in January. So we got back from the craziness that is Christmas, and then immediately after is my birthday. So we never really do much for my birthday because we live in, Nowhereville, in the sense that obviously there's not a lot to do. What we usually do is just go stay in town for a night and go out for a nice dinner, and that's what we did. So we went out, my husband and I stayed in a hotel for the night in town. We went out for a nice dinner. It was great. It was Mexican food, which is awesome. So that was nice. We got a little chance to calm down sort of after the craziness that was the holidays. It was nice to calm down a little bit and have some time to ourselves, and then we're just not back to being crazy. I know I've been talking to you guys about the MOA exhibit, and so when I say MOA, I mean the Museum of Anthropology in Vancouver. My culture center, my museum, and myself have been working on a co-curated exhibit with 5 other First Nations that's going to be opening in March. So if you live in the Vancouver area, come out on March 18th to see my exhibit and to meet me, because I will be there not only performing with the cultural dancers, but also as a co-curator of the exhibit. This is one of the first large exhibits of my professional career in a large museum like this. So I am so excited about this one, and excited about the exhibit, and the content that we're creating is incredible. The unfortunate thing about it, though, is it's basically felt like having 2 full-time jobs, because not only am I trying to plan and run my own museum and get it ready for opening and all this great stuff, but of course I've also been now doing this for, the MOA exhibit, which means basically 2 full-time jobs. 2 full-time jobs, really, over the last, I don't know how many months since this sort of started getting really intense. So come March, I will be a lot less busy and a lot less crazy. I will be able to throw a little bit more time into my channel. So I hope you guys can hang on with me for the next couple of months. Obviously, I'm still going to be putting out my 1 video a week. That's not changing. But I am also going to be focusing more on little tutorials and sort of smaller videos, and then I'm not sure, I'm hoping that I can get a March look of the month out for you guys, but I don't know, because I'm traveling the last week of February, I'm traveling the first week of March, and I am traveling the 3rd week of March, and then the exhibit opening is on the 18th, and then I'll be back from that. So it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna do my best to get content out to you guys, but I don't know if the March look of the month will happen. So this might be February, and then we might have to come back to this in April, but I will do my absolute best, you guys, because I want to make sure that I'm staying consistent for you and all that great stuff. And yeah, Bronzer. So I got for Christmas, I got the Hoola Benefit bronzer, and it changed my life. I will never go back. I freaking love this bronzer. It's so good and so like perfect for fair skin, because you can see it's got like a bronze, of course, it's sun-kissed, but it also like has a bit of a cool undertone, so it works really, really well for the awesomeness that is fair skin. Super pale, like myself. No, and then, so I don't really know what's going to happen, but I'm going to make sure that I keep getting my videos out to you guys, of course, every week. You'll have to forgive last week not happening. I didn't have time to get the edited video I want up, and then when I did have time, our internet wasn't cooperating, so we've had really hard, bad, crappy internet lately. We've had a lot of internet problems, so I haven't been able to upload as much as I would like. But I'm going to keep, obviously, putting this stuff together, and then come April, when everything calms down, I'm going to be able to get back to normal, completely back to normal, in the sense that I'll actually have free time to film stuff. Though the awesomest thing about all of this, so you guys will remember, like, getting palettes. You guys will remember that I got married in June, but we had to go to my family to get married because, of course, everyone lived in Ontario, and so we didn't want to make everyone fly here. So our wedding was expensive, and it involved a lot of flying, which, of course, ate up our travel budget. And because of that, we didn't really have extra time to spare or money for our honeymoon. But I'm really excited because as of this past, 2-3 weeks ago, my husband and I finally booked our honeymoon. Yay! So we finally get a holiday, a proper holiday, not just going to visit family, but like an actual vacation. It's gonna be so good. So we've decided to go to Mexico. We were gonna go to Italy, but that was just not going to work out financially, so we've decided to go to Mexico. So if you guys have ever been to the Maya Riviera and you have suggestions about places to go and things to see, please let me know, because I am currently trying to plan all of our excursions and all that great stuff. So it's going to be super fun, and I can't wait to get out of here for a little bit. So this was another new piece of makeup that I picked up. Well, piece, it's a palette, it's not a piece. Around the holidays, and this is the BH Cosmetics Spotlight palette, and it's sort of a dupe for, I'd say, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, but it's like $10. I'll link you guys to it. It is phenomenal. As you can see, I have been using it every day since Christmas, and like it's so like, so good. Look at that. Like, it's buttery, it's shiny, it's blinding, it's amazing. If you have $10, go to BH Cosmetics and buy the hell out of this. It's so good. I also grabbed their Studio Pro brush set, which I have been dying for. Like every brush I use today, basically, outside of a few, are a part of the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro set. So I think it was only like $20 too, but I am in love with them, and I'm going to keep trying their stuff because this is super affordable. I know how you guys know how I feel about recommending nice, affordable, quality products over high-end stuff. Though every once in a while the high-end is worth it. But alright, so we're done our face. You guys know my rules. We don't put on lipstick until after we've put on our wrap. So I'm going to grab everything I want for the wrap today and my lipstick, and we will finish up our February look of the month. Alrighty, we are at the final stage. So, like I said, I was going to do something a little bit more editorial, but I decided not to because I really wanted to use this beautiful scarf, which I just got in my last unboxing video. But it's so pretty that I kind of just didn't want to do something crazy makeup-wise that would take away from the scarf. So I decided to do something a little bit more subdued, hence the neutral eyes, and I'm going to do fun lipstick. But yeah, we're just going to toss this baby on. So I haven't had much chance to practice with this. Like I said, because things have been insane, so you'll have to forgive me if it doesn't quite do what I want it to, or this takes a couple tries. But what was I saying? Oh yes, so Mexico. I am super excited. I haven't been on a proper trip. My husband and I actually haven't been on a proper trip together since, before we were married, before we were even engaged. I think we went to Cuba like 3 or 4 years ago now. So yes, we're talking a while ago. We went to Cuba and it was amazing and romantic and fantastic. But you know, it was 3 years ago. And we've had insane weather too, which is a part of the reason why things have been crazy here, because we literally haven't had anything but insane snow for like the last, I don't know, couple weeks have been nothing but snow, 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 and more snow. Like the amount of shoveling that I have done over the last like week and a half, 2 weeks have been insane. Like we got like 40 centimeters of snow. I just wanted to die a little. Yes, yeah, that's the correct term. So I just, you know, it's been shoveling and it's been everything else, and yeah. Oh, you guys. Mental health is important. So, you know, if you're feeling insane, make sure to take care of yourself and your mental health. And, you know, sometimes we just need some time. I'm sure you guys have all experienced mental health days. So I've been taking a lot of those. Wow, that actually did exactly what I wanted it to. Yay! Yay! Look at that. Oh, you guys, this scarf. Oh, how beautiful is it? Just phenomenal. Yes. It's so shiny too. Like it just, but understated. It's a very good color because it's not so shiny and silver that doesn't work on warm undertones. But yeah, so we've got this kind of cool. I just really wanted to take advantage of the really interesting texture and do something not super normal. So I think I'm very happy with this. I'm going to have to do a proper tutorial for it because I just kind of want I will do a proper tutorial for you guys. But finally, we are finishing this off with this beautiful purple lipstick from Smashbox. It's called Foiled Brat. And it's super shiny. It's a metallic liquid lipstick, one of my absolute favorites. And I thought if we did a neutral eye, the least we could do with this beautiful metallic scarf is a super metallic, really pretty lipstick. Fantastic. Oh, I miss doing this for you guys. Mostly because I find like makeup meditative. Like, I think there's a lot of reasons why we wear makeup, like, you know, and hopefully they're healthy, and we're not wearing them because we think we should, because that's why I used to wear makeup, and I didn't have a very healthy relationship with it. I wore it because I didn't have enough confidence to leave the house without it. I certainly never would have shown up on camera without it. But now, more so, I do it because I like how calming it is. I like how transformative it is, and how it's basically taking an artist palette, or a blank canvas rather, and using artistic skills to create a wonderful illusion, enhancing what you already have. So for me, these Get Ready For Me's are really awesome because I get a chance to create a fun look, to sit down and do my makeup and film them with you, do my wrap. You guys get to see the whole picture come together, and I really miss doing them, and I'm super sorry that it took me so long to get this one together and to get it out of the gate. So, you guys, Christmas is crazy. Work has been crazy. coming to my museum exhibit in March, and I hope to get a bunch more stuff filmed today and over the next couple of days so that I can keep pumping out content even while I am crazy busy. If you're interested, I was thinking about doing some vlog stuff too, maybe doing like a video of my exhibit if that's something you guys are interested in. I'm definitely going to do an Instagram post about my look that day because obviously I'll have my makeup snatched for that event. And I might be putting up some updates and some life updates in vlog style on my channel. So if that's something you're actually interested in and you want to see, let me know because I would love to do them for you. But if you guys are kind of like, no, just stick to the makeup and the wrap tutorials, I'm totally fine with that too. I do also have on my list, because you all mentioned in my last video in the comments, which have been answered, I'm really sorry, I will get to them, I promise, about doing a shot or a video of my collection. So that's up on my list. That should be coming, I hope, in March. And generally, if you guys have any ideas, any questions, anything like that, let me know and I'm happy to do them. I'm also happy if you guys are interested in it because I'm almost at 300 subscribers, which is crazy to me. I'm so excited. Thank you to everyone who subscribed, and if you're new, subscribe so you can always find the new content as it comes out. And I was thinking we're doing a Q&A, all that kind of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, my meandering, rambling life update, and constructing this lovely and shiny, glitzy, pretty. Look at that highlighter. Seriously, buy this highlighter palette. It's crazy. You're like glowing. And definitely, you guys let me know what you want to see. And thank you so much for watching today. I look forward to creating some more stuff for you. Happy February, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day if it's coming up, or if you've already passed it, I hope you had a great one. And I look forward to updating you guys again soon. Thank you so much for watching. Hit like if you liked. Leave a comment below. Subscribe if you haven't. Thanks so much, lovelies. Bye.